Hi, I'm Danielle and I'm the founder of The Joyful Edit. Welcome to my channel. This is day 62 of Project 365. Hope you've all had a really wonderful day. Despite the weather, it's been a little bit wet in this part of the world. But today I kind of wanted to share with you some recent successes as a result of changing my story that I tell myself. And what do I mean by changing my story? Well, essentially it's about changing my limiting beliefs into empowering beliefs. It's trusting myself and trusting the universe that it's all working for me. And also affirming what I know to be true and what I know is on its way to me. And then realigning my focus with my true values. And as a result of that, I've had literally immediate success. So one of the first things I want to share with you is utterly insane, and I would not believe this unless it happened to me. So yesterday, I was doing my affirmations, and obviously it was all about wealth and abundance and attracting money into my life. And within less than 5 minutes of doing my affirmation, I got a notification on my Airbnb account to say that someone's booked my apartment for next weekend. Are you joking me? Someone hasn't booked my apartment in I don't know how long. So that was utterly insane. Literally less than 5 minutes, I'm getting money into my account, someone's renting out my apartment, boom. That was just absolutely mind-blowing. And I was saying to Dan, because Dan was there in that moment, I was like, oh my gosh, this is wild. And Dan was like, shush babe, this is what's meant to happen. You just gotta trust the process, which is hilarious because he's not normally like that. And he was just like, don't disrupt the energy. We're just gonna get more and more of it. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is just absolutely amazing. So, oh my goodness, this stuff works. If it can happen for me, it can happen for you. So I'm just gonna keep doing these affirmations to see what else happens. I'm very, very excited. I'm very excited for you. The second thing I want to share with you is I got 2 contracts today, and then I got one other that confirmed that they want to go ahead, which is amazing. Again, I had a real blockage with my sales and just getting things through over the line. And yeah, as a result of changing my story and the beliefs that I was saying, and just trusting in myself and trusting the process and trusting the universe, I now have my sales, which is just amazing. And I'm talking, this is boom, things are transforming, and they're transforming very, very quickly. I also got into a state where I had a really kind of negative relationship with my manager. So I was finding him incredibly difficult, and just felt like he was trying to make my life really, really hard. And I changed the story I was telling myself about him and decided to say that actually, no, he is doing everything for me. He is wanting me to do well, and he is trying to help in the best way that he knows possible. And honestly, as soon as I did that, my relationship with him completely changed. And I also no longer had that anxiety whenever I spoke to him, because before I had the most insane anxiety and I used to hate it. I'd try and avoid it at all costs. Turns out he knew that. But yeah, since I changed the story I was telling myself, that relationship is so much better, and it's such a relief to kind of get rid of that horrendous anxiety. So essentially, what I want to do is for you to be mindful of the stories that we are telling ourselves and the meaning that we are attaching. The way that we kind of do this is by basically ensuring that the meanings we are attaching is empowering. And there's 3 ways in which I don't know why I put 5, I always do this. There are 3 ways of kind of sorting out, looking at the meaning of things and how you can kind of break that down. So the first thing is the language that we use. So that's internal and external dialogue. So I want us to reframe our thoughts into empowering thoughts and the things that we're saying to ourselves. So instead of saying things like, oh, this always happens to me, everything always goes wrong. I want you to change it and say, like, you know, what is this teaching me? What can I learn from this? How can I use this as a gift? So for example, like if you've been made redundant, you know, rather than focusing on all the negatives and saying things like this always happens to me, everything bad always comes my way, instead, like, say to yourself, like, what are the opportunities that can come from this, and how can I use this to my advantage? And it might be that it might open doors of opportunity for a job that might pay more money or that you might enjoy more. And the second thing is we create meaning through the use of our bodies. So what I mean by that is when we stand tall and our shoulders are back and our like necks are raised, that's a like physical state of empowerment. Like you feel strong, you feel good, you feel in control. And that is very different to when we are stressed and worried. We kind of like hunch over, look down at the floor constantly. And that's affecting the meaning and therefore the experience that we're having and the feelings that we feel. So I want you to think about your physiology and make sure that you are changing how you are, like how you stand and your posture, and just make sure you're doing it from a powerful position, because honestly, like, it massively changes how you feel. And I've said this before, but Tony Robbins used to have this thing, and you just put like 2 fingers on your second heartbeat, and it just like is a reminder, like, okay, I need to do this. I need to like change the meaning and change the story I'm telling myself. The third thing is what you focus on. So focus on the solution, the opportunity, the end goal, the vision. Don't focus on the problem at hand. Like, focus on the evidence that it's worked for you in the past, it's gonna work for you again, that you've overcome like adversity before, you can do it again. And again, just like make sure that your focus is aligned with like your values and like where you're heading. And that is gonna absolutely like transform the way you go about your life and create miracles. And these things don't have to take years and years. Like I said, like these things are happening to me, like boom, it's happening. And it's absolutely incredible. It's exciting. I feel like it's magic. But yeah, I just want you to do it as join me in doing it as like a daily practice. So I'm scheduling some time in. So it's part of my like daily routine. I'm doing like a reflection time, like after work, reflect on like how I feel and like my energy and like my productivity, how I'm moving forward with my goals, making progress. But as part of that, it's about assessing like what my body has been like, what is the language I've been using, and also like what am I focusing on? Because when I started thinking about that today, I realized that the last few months, like certain things I've been saying is not aligned with like who I am at my core and like my values, where I'm heading, like what my goals are. And by having this as like a daily like ritual, it just enables you to kind of check in with yourself, and then you can kind of change course and go back and think about, okay, what do I need to do? And instantly you can change the state. So change your story and you change your state. And honestly, this stuff seriously like changes your life and makes such a difference. And I'm so excited to continue to share some of these amazing things that's happening, because I just feel like I'm just touching the surface. So I am ready to receive like abundance and so many opportunities, and I want you to join in this with me. So share in the comments like what you're going to do and how this is affecting you and the positives that it's having. And like I said, let's go on this journey together. Like, there's so many things that I want you to experience as well. So thank you so much for watching and for being here. If you like this video and it resonated with you, then please like the video. If you haven't already, then please subscribe and share with any family and friends that you think could also benefit, because I love sharing this content with you, and I like want to inspire you and let you know that if it's possible for me, it's absolutely possible for you. So thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you so much love and so much blessings, and I will be back tomorrow.